Hey everyone, Wonderbot here, and welcome back to Scrap Mechanics Survival Mode. So, quick thing before we begin, I've had a ton of people shouting at me about how to play, how to do things better, where to find certain things, and a bunch of other secrets and factoids that I actually already know. Unfortunately, almost all of this series was pre-recorded before Survival Mode even came out. In fact, I had earlier access to it than most other content creators, so almost all of my content is before any of them even found the trader, so I guess this is the episode where Scrapman first put out his video on where the trader is, and I had a bunch of people telling me where the trader wasn't, and none of us could find it, and it was kind of a nightmare. So, before you leave a comment below telling me where the trader is, I already know. I've already talked to him. This is pre-shop cost nerf too, so there's a lot of content before you catch up to actual even release day. Alright, there we go. What? Wow. Immediate starvation. I should probably honestly just eat one of these. I do have them for a reason. So goal for today is to make a silly amount of these sandwiches. Oh. It's not a... It doesn't actually fill up the hunger meter to the max. False advertising! False advertising and lies? Okay. Let's see. The Crushers have shown potential in this game. That's what I was thinking. The Crusher trap yesterday actually worked incredibly well. Problem is, we need a couple of things to make it work. Main thing... Did I actually plant any crops? No. I don't think I've actually watered any fields. That's the main thing. I did not realize I was nearly that hungry, but whatever. We've actually got veggie burgers. We've got food. Surprised the heck out of me. I was not expecting, I was not expecting to be starving, but I guess I wasn't paying attention to the meters yesterday. Oh, Scrapman found out how to get the spud gun. Let me know. Let's see. I know I'm usually not super down for backseating, but there's a couple of things that I don't know that I would love to know. Namely, is there more to this tech tree than what I have? Yeah, there's a trader. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Because I heard about some guy that you can trade with, but I have no idea where he is. And I haven't found him yet. Also, yes. Regular reminder. Okay. Trade station if you follow the road. Okay, I'll have to take a look around. But yeah, regular reminder. People get kind of backseated when I play this game, and I'd actually prefer if people kind of kept that to a, not a bare minimum, but like, you know, relatively low. Mainly just because, like, I generally will figure these things out fairly quickly on my own. Not always, but enough. Okay, so we're gonna buy a silly... We're gonna grab as much corn as we can. Let's see. Mainly because I want to get a bunch of milk. I want to make a bunch of veggie burgers and effectively be stocked up so we can go on another adventure. And then we want to go find some cotton. Because I don't have any cotton yet, and that's actually... Oh, and we need a lot of metal. So, a couple of things I gotta work on. I don't know if I want to go find the trader first, though. Props are currency. Okay. But yeah, I'll try and find the guy. No promises that I'm going to find him anytime soon. As I got some other tasks I want to work on. But still. Veggie burger, you hippie. Yeah? I mean, you say that it's like an insult, but like, the further I get into life, the more I realize that, like, yeah, there's some serious perks to cutting down on as much meat as you possibly can, you know, as much as you can, stomach? No. As little as you can stomach? But yeah, the less meat you eat, the better it is, I mean, for the environment, which is something I think everybody should be kind of focused on. Like, I realize it kind of sucks. But, like, growing up, I knew a lot of people, let's see, is Wonder doing push-ups today? I'll do push-ups in a bit. But I knew a lot of people that would make fun of vegetarians, for example. You know, say, just kind of making fun of the lifestyle and the habits and whatnot. as some kind of, like, bad thing. But now that I'm older, it's like, no, actually, vegetarianism's, like, pretty respectful and takes some serious effort. And there's some, like, really good food there. I don't know. So, there are perks. I'm not gonna say everybody has to go full veggie, but I've been slowly delving into, like, meat alternatives and milk alternatives. Not so much cheese alternatives. Those tend to be kind of bad. But, like, little bits here and there, it actually has made, like, a huge difference in my lifestyle. I mean, I've lost... Gosh. I mean, okay. I've gained and lost, but I'm still at 190 pounds, which is a lot lighter than I was years ago. It's the preaching that gets to you. Oh, no. I mean, okay. Kind of depends on what you qualify as preaching. Because from my perspective, me talking glowingly about this sort of thing could be construed as preaching, which I would acknowledge. At the same time, like, I don't know, I made vegetarian chili, and that's going to feed me for a week. Whereas with meat stuff, meat tends to go bad faster. Like, I guess for me, the biggest thing that the biggest draw for vegetarianism was just straight up, trying to get a bunch of stuff. Let's see, do we want to just go? I don't know. Trying to get a bunch of stuff that would last me for like a month or two. So I wouldn't have to worry about feeding myself over the next couple weeks. And so meat does not last nearly as well. And like you can freeze meat, but it's not as great. And so we still will get like, oh, I need to go. I got to do so many things. Okay. We still buy meat, but we usually eat that real quick. And then after that, it's just like, okay. And now time for all of the different vegetarian options we can get our hands on. Veggie chili sounds pretty good too. Yeah, like ground beef in chili, it works, but I find like textured vegetable protein actually is better. It takes the flavor better. It doesn't quite have the body to it, so you have to eat a little bit more, but like that's okay. I don't know. Let's see. So do we want to pop out the drill? Yeah, why don't we just do that? Let's see. Where did I put the saw blade? Here it is. I'm just gonna pop out the drill. Pop on the saw blade. We'll just have a secondary drill bit on the bottom that's both are hooked up. And that should work better. First part for me is finding a protein when making recipes. Oh, absolutely. There are certain, like, vegetarian recipes that's... Or vegetarian, meat-based recipes that finding the alternative just isn't very fun or good. But, like, TVP was a big one. Beans, pretty good. I've really been liking Beyond Burgers. I know those are kind of weird, but I've been starting to consume those as a ground beef alternative as well, and it's really freaking good. So I can't get rid of the stumps. Okay, is this enough? Okay, if I put the saw directly on top, we'll be okay. This tree is considerably less substantial than some of the other trees I've processed. But you know what? I'll take what I can get. What happened? What happened? Okay. Oh, it's over there. A little hard with the trailer attached. Okay, so if I just scuttlebutt over it a couple of times, there we go. Turn that off. Come on. Come on. Come on, suck it up. There we go. Right, so that is a finicky system, but that's okay. 3D printed meat is the way of the future. Dude, as soon as, like, lab-grown meat becomes a thing that doesn't involve a real animal, I will go back to just eating a lot more meat. Let's see. Here that Beyond Meat is about the same taste. Is that true? Really depends on what you mean, the same taste, but, like, honestly, it's pretty close. God damn it. We have an ice cream truck. that goes around. And apparently, they didn't go out of business. I feel like ice cream trucks should not be a thing. I think Shell's really upset about it in the distance. She does not like this ice cream truck, because I think they're parked outside of her house, which is really annoying. You get away from my car! You absolute monster! There we go. Thank you. Give me that circuit board. Alright, cool. Right, I never actually did fix the balance issues on this thing. That was something I was going to work on. We'll get it later. But yeah, taste is close, texture is not. But I really like it all the same. Like, just because it's not the same doesn't mean it should be discounted. Okay. I think we've got a... I'm gonna put this on a lift. We need to figure out how to... Well, easiest option, maybe? Do I still have that controller? No, I used it. But I do have pistons. Gosh, I'm gonna have a billion people yelling at me about the spud gun. Aren't I? Like, I'm thinking about this now. This is going to be the new, this is going to be the new Master Sword. For the next, like, I'm going to say half month. I'm just going to get comments from people being like, this is how you get spud gun. And I'm going to be like, eh. Alright. Ooh, well, I need that controller bad. Alright, well, these are good. I'm not going to be able to extend this out, though. Or am I? Oh. Oh. Oh, it's that one is protecting it. That's what's going on. I was wondering why this one was not getting sawed down. Let's get rid of that. Kind of saw these down. I don't know. I think I need a piston. I guess what I could do, let's put this back. Maybe I just need the piston on the drill instead. Okay, put that there. Get rid of those. That's good. This is some weird music. That good? That's good. Okay. So I was going to take a look at this. Which is currently having weird piston problems. Yeah, I'm just going to tear this whole business apart for a bit. So if I get rid of these two, let's bring it down. Okay, piston, block, secondary piston. Okay, cool. So this one will only ever go down by 1. This one will go out by a lot. Span that way, that way. So there's room for the drill. And the saw. So we're just going to hook up the saw for the time being. Let's see. So that's going to be that one. Going to be that one. That is a piston, right? I think we're good. Okay. So this should work better. Let's see. So if I do 2 to turn it on, 3 to extend it, 4 to move it down by a bit. Okay. What I might want to do is actually just rotate it slightly. Maybe. But yeah, if there's going to be one of these that, like, escapes my notice, I can just lower the whole business. Like this. And just crush it. Alright, cool. We gotta get some more lights. We're gonna get a lot of things. Hey, thank you, Verisok, for the 500 bits. As always. Every once in a while I get a comment referring to you, and it's like, who's this Verisok guy? What's going on? It's amusing. The idea of some people that actually build mild notoriety just from my videos with their name being said repeatedly. Hold up. Get off. Shit. Run forward. I don't have any farms. God damn it. I don't have any crops growing. God, what? Oh. Well, that's one way to stay safe during an attack. Seriously though. I don't have any crops growing. There was no attack telegraphed. What? What the f- Come on! I have no crops! You killed my cow, and... My masher seems to have failed. My masher is not supposed to be foolproof. I don't have the whole thing done. But I was also not supposed to get attacked. Like, this was a... This was supposed to be a no attack night, as all of my crops are unwatered. Well, that blows. At least they didn't bust up the watering system. Messed up the fence pretty bad though. We'll have to fix that. And they've gotten rid of the... The hell was that? I have no idea. Well, I guess we get to eat Yesub 2, and Yesub 3 is going to hide in the apartment, so I guess I'll just assume that is quite safe. What? No! Go! I don't have crops! There's... Yes, this is a farm, but there's no farming going on. You glitched out horror. But yeah, the reason why the Crusher Trap only works is because the sensor only has a range of 20. And that whole thing is pretty long, like 60, 70 or something like that. Which means I need multiple sensors to really make the Crush Trap work. But like, I shouldn't have to use the Crush Trap. If I don't have crops, like, they shouldn't have attacked in that giant, stupid wave. Oh, whatever. Okay, let's see. So, I guess I should probably cut the trailer off at this point. We don't need it. I've got one more sandwich. I have a lot of carrots, but I think we want to kind of leave that. Let's store things. Because I've got a silly amount of milk. Oh, I do have 2 more sensors, but the range is garbage on them. Okay, so let's put away our massive amounts of carrot seeds. And I'll attempt to figure out what I want to do with myself. Let's see. Wow. Those are pretty large. Well, I'm just gonna leave all the meat and tomatoes around. There we go. That is a big tomato. Dang. Let's see. I'm probably not going to need that much. Probably store them instead. Let's see. So I've got 13 milk. That should be good. Let's put away the pipes. We don't need them. We don't need the glow sticks. Glass. Stone. Stone's kind of okay. Keep the cardboard. Still got plenty of wood. I just want to make sure I've dropped off everything in case I do die. Because I want to go adventuring. I want to go find that... I want to go find the spud gun guy so everybody stops yelling at me about it. Unfortunately, I'm going to need crops to trade. So that's going to take some doing. But it's fine. Okay. Yep. So let's follow the road. Hopefully we find this dude. Oh, right. Oh, that's much smoother. I mean, it's still a little flopsy. This car is kind of light for the amount of torque I'm throwing, but it'll do. Now, does the road go to the left? That's actually something I haven't checked, because I went to the right and there wasn't much. No, that's just a busted facility. And I don't think... Oh. Packing station. Okay, so we bring a chest, fill it with tomatoes, hook it up, and then it does what? Because this isn't the trader. This is the packing station. But maybe we need the packing station to interact with the trader. I don't really know. I'm just going to ignore it for the time being. Because it'll give me crates, but what I'm looking for is a trader first. Let's see. Hey, thank you, Dex Demos, for the 200 bits. Might not bring them back, but it helps you out. Yup. I mean, I'll replace them soon enough, because we've already established the cows are a herd mind, and, well, gyms are dime a dozen. I'm just miffed that the robots were able to get past my admittedly kind of lax watch. Like, straight up, the one that murdered both of them was like feet from me, and I didn't hear him in the slightest. So I think that's a dead end. Let's go this way. I see something up here, so this actually looks quite promising. I should have done more adventuring yesterday. I was trying to go for loot and exploration more than anything else. The guy's at the end of the road. I was just there, though. It was a warehouse. And nothing more. It's at the end of the road. It's on a hill. See, part of it is this world, I believe, is procedurally generated, so it might not be. A huge barn made of sheets of metal. Yeah, so it wasn't back there then. It's got to be down a different path. But even then, I didn't see it there unless it was tucked away on the other side of the warehouse. Then it's got to be over this direction somewhere. Let's see. Wonder, do you prefer procedural maps or handmade maps for a game? Interesting question. I don't know, actually, on that one. Let me think about that for a bit. I generally prefer hand design. But hand design mixed with a little bit of procedural generation can work really well. But you need to make sure you have enough variety within. Otherwise, it's not worth it. Weird little side biome. Haven't seen this before. But no, I think the answer is truly both, though. It really depends on the game and the genre. Because if you're playing a roguelike, you want to have procedural generation, but not to the point where all the rooms are just kind of identically nothing. That only works for certain games. Easiest example I can think of is that works really well for Nuclear Throne, where it doesn't really matter. At the same time, not enough procedural generation can make a map kind of boring. Ish? Like, what's a good example? Stardew Valley is a game where the entire, like, overworld is kind of hand-designed and it's kind of nice. Whereas the actual procedurally generated aspects of the game are kind of just crappy. There's nothing to, like, the dungeon crawling in that one, and it was kind of a shame. I would have loved to see, like, 100 levels of hand-designed coolness than just, like, these weird procedural junk. But I guess flip side was... what was it called? Graveyard Keeper, where the whole thing was hand-designed, including the dungeon, and it needed some procedural generated dungeon so you could keep exploring, because as it stood, there was no reason to play it again. Like, once you finished that game, it was done. And there was, like, no extra content apart from acquisition of wealth. Damn, this map is freaking huge. Yeah, I guess the one unfortunate part is this map is so huge, but there's actually not a whole lot here. If you notice, it's kind of just the same locations over and over again. Like, I do appreciate how big it is. But there is only so much handmade content here, and there's only so much procedural content, and I think it needs a lot more. I have not found a single bit of cotton. I almost wonder if I generated this world too early and we don't actually have what I need. But there's not actually anything here. I mean, there's another power core. So we're looking for a tunnel with signs that say no bots. Gotcha. I'm gonna have to turn around at some point. Or just go find some fuel. Definitely gonna have to eat and drink. Did I forget my sandwich? I probably forgot my sandwich. Cotton can be found in autumn forests. Shit looks summer all the way down here. Yeah, I almost wonder if some of the features straight up just aren't enabled on my end. No, that might be an autumn forest up there. Because that looks kind of like a packing plant from here, but the design is slightly different. But yeah, I gotta go back just because I'm running out of fuel. I think I'm gonna call this bust. We're gonna go make a flying machine. Because at this point, it's starting to get far enough away. Like, we're getting far enough away from home that I'm starting to lose my immediate sense of direction, especially at night. And my main fear is that I'm going to get caught all the way out here, lose my car, and then effectively be turboned. And I don't want to deal with, losing my car, or all of my stuff so far away that I'm going to have to build another car to rescue it. Because yeah, there might be a trader out here, but wherever it is, it's not going to be easy to find. Easier to find from like up above, I guess. Should add a map with waypoints at the very least. A map would be nice, yeah. As you slowly explore, it would fill out. Might still be a good idea to move out here. So we might want to do that. Go back, get a bunch of requisite resources, and then make Uber base and drive out here. Yeah, why don't we do that? We don't really need a whole lot. Like, I would like the spud gun, but it's clearly not going to be worth wasting 30, 40 minutes trying to find it. If, you know, it's going to be too hidden. And if that's the only thing you can get at the trader that really matters, then there we go. Yeah, so I'm gonna go back, and we'll probably do some kind of crazy exodus with, like, a big mobile base. And move to that other garage? Maybe. Maybe. Main thing is, my current location is kind of isolated. I have a couple of locations that I can get to relatively quickly that have some amount of loot, but not that much, and it might not be a bad idea to get my more permanent base closer to high quantities of loot, like what we were exploring yesterday. You can get other things, the guns are expensive. Yeah, I mean, obviously. Wonder there's a minimum number of farms before the bots detect it. Grow less. I did. I was growing nothing and they still attacked my farm. Like, I'm actually quite aware of a lot of these things that people are just shouting at me because the biggest issue is it's very common information or it's very unnecessary information. And it's like, I guess I spend half my time just being like, yes, I've done that. No, I haven't done that. No, that's not important. Okay, but yeah, let's go back. Let's refuel this sucker, and let's get a better plan. Because, yeah, this didn't work. It's at the end of the road on top of a hill, after a ramp, through a tunnel that says no bots, but all of those clues lead me to actually surprisingly nowhere.